Hello again, and welcome back to another random Isaac run. Building up a nice streak here. Are we gonna get another Lazarus? Nope. Oh, Lilith. I prefer like the Keeper. GN7YVNX1. Why? Cause it's Lilith. And at least with Keeper, like it makes it a little bit more difficult, but then it's like, I don't know. It makes things more interesting. Yeah, so we got a Lilith run here, and it's still Saturday, last video of the day, so there's that, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm a little tired already. I must be like, these videos just take it out of me? I don't know. With all this thinking and talking and playing and moving and dodging and dipping and ducking. There's a tinted rock right there, but we can't get to it just yet. What else? Like, I talked about in one of my videos, I gotta go to the grocery store and then I gotta get a couple of things like taken care of, and it's just like, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? This video's gonna come out May 6th. Ugh, by then it's gonna be like super warm. And it's going to be much more greenery out compared to this like really budding that is going on at this moment time. So we'll just see. Everything just goes, I guess. I don't know. What goes on May? Well, that's nice. Let's see what goes on in May. I don't need to go back in there again. Stop that. I think it might be like, well, Memorial Day, I think. I'm trying to just remember here. Memorial Day, maybe. I don't know when Veterans Day is. I mean, I definitely know when Independence Day is. July 4th. That's a no-brainer for me. I really don't have a whole lot to say. I mean, the health is nice, don't get me wrong. It's just, I was hoping to get a small rock or something here, but I guess not. I think we just save our bomb for the next floor here. Famine, huh? So we get an orbital. I guess an orbital's a start. Kind of kick things off here. How the weather is right now after these few Isaac runs. Well, let's see. It's kind of hard to like. Oh, let me see here. Once we kill this boss, I might just take a quick peek. Get him. Keeper meat is actually better for us than Ball of Bandages. What? It's cloudy again? Are you kidding me? The sun was coming out earlier. Alright. I mean, it should be warmer outside still, though. It's supposed to be forecasted as being sunny. What's going on? You guys lied to me. you weathermen, and your weather team, and your weather this, and your weather that, and your hocus pocus, your black magic, your white magic, and your comical magic, your clown magic. Oh, that reminds me of something I saw on Amazon Prime Video. I have it in my queue. Just something ridiculous, and I think it was because like there was a trend years ago about Sharknado, and all these, of course, sci-fi is known to make like these low-budget sci-fi films. They're not marketed to be like super great or anything. It was just in the lines of like throwing it out there for people to just like watch because it's just so comically like terrible. So they want more. And yeah, it's like, so like I remembered one I watched with my brother. I guess you'd call these things cheap films or something. Filler films, I don't know. But like, there was one I watched with my brother about an asteroid coming down in this small town or something. It's not an ordinary asteroid. It's an asteroid that's got ice. It's a bunch of ice, and snow and stuff. And somehow didn't burn up in the atmosphere. But anyways, this asteroid comes down to this town. And hits this part of this town to where it's like conveniently near downtown. And it doesn't cause much damage. But the thing was, some guy or something, some random stranger that he was an important character plot whatsoever. He touches the asteroid or something, thinking, oh, it's just an asteroid, da da da. And then he, next thing you know, he starts freezing and stuff like that. And he disintegrates into millions of little frozen meat sickle like explosion thing going on. Very cheap CGI. And my brother and I were just crack up because it's just so ridiculous. And so we just kind of watched it, and then we were also like just cracking at like these ridiculous commercials. Because like I had a DVR at the time too, to where we just slow it down and we're just like cracking up about just stupid stuff that's going on in the commercials. Oh, look at this, haha, I'm making fun of this person or that. And so yeah, that film. I've watched bits and pieces of one of the Sharknado films. I wasn't really into it so much. And then like just recently I was going through just stuff that got released recently for Amazon Prime Video. They had one called Clownado. I guess it's just a bunch of evil clowns and stuff that's in this twister, I assume. People get sucked up and then just all sorts of crazy stuff goes on. I'm very tempted to watch it. It's probably really bad. It had to be from the era when Sharknado was starting to take off some more, becoming more of a sequel thing and all this stuff. I'm very curious what happens. I've seen some other weird stuff too that Sci-Fi made. Let's see, what else I've seen. There was I'm trying to remember because there was just so much stuff. Just kind of like cropping up over the years. Alright, so they had one, and I don't know if this was made by Sci-Fi or not, It probably was. And it was a sequel to Titanic. And you're probably thinking it's like, sequels to Titanic? Like, what could you possibly do a sequel over? Like, are you gonna return back to the lady that had the blue diamond that she threw in the ocean? Is it like some kind of a secret love relationship between two characters that wasn't really, like, you know, fully explored in the original film? Do we see, like, what was going on at the time of the Titanic and what caused those issues even more while these other events were going on simultaneously? Like a multiverse or something? Nah, none of that. You crazy? No, no, no. That's too much high budget. What are you talking about? No, instead, it's a very low budget film. Shocked, aren't you? I am. Anyways, so it's called Titanic 2, literally, it's in the name. So I don't know if they had to get rights for it or something like that. Maybe not. And it was just like all over the place. So like, okay, so in Titanic 2, they touch upon more political things, of course, about global warming and stuff, and even to the point where it's so absurd it's not going to happen. Like tidal waves being like thousands of feet high and stuff. So like, it's going across like one section of the Atlantic or something to like, or whatever ocean to another ocean with consistent speed and power. And anyways, so what happens is this gigantic iceberg on the other side of the world falls down. And because it fell down, it caused this gigantic tidal wave. And somehow this tidal wave just keeps going on forever. Like it just doesn't have a way to like feasibly like stop. And so like, I'm trying to remember, so like, I think they had another ship too that got crossed into this path of this tidal wave. That was kind of part of the storyline because I think like someone's family was on board. Oh no, maybe I'm thinking of 2012. See, I get those mixed up because that's a bad movie too. They're doing something similar with that kind of like political slant. But anyways, as I was saying, okay, so like Titanic 2, they did the same thing as what they did in 2012. And then the same thing the same thing they both obviously took ideas from the movie Poseidon, which was their ships flipped because of this tidal wave. And it went upside down. Of course, this case, like, there wasn't like much like, you know, good things happening when that was going on. And so this Titanic that was in the movie, supposedly called Titanic 2 or whatever. Same as the film, I guess. Nothing original. Doesn't even come close to looking or being the size of a Titanic. It was more like a very small yacht. And this small yacht, just a dinky thing. And so they had some, I mean, you guessed it, like stars you might have recognized, but they're like very, I mean, they're not very well known or anything. They're just kind of just there. Because it's like, hey, I get paid for doing this. And anyways, and some recognition. But anyways, like something was going on board. There's like only a few people on the ship, that's it, not a whole lot. It wasn't a big vessel. And I think they were trying to make a same claim another claim too, like in the original movie. It's like the ship can't sink, kind of, you know, wording. And it does indeed sink. But for this, they didn't hit an iceberg. It's just this giant freaking tidal wave comes in and knocks it down and flips it upside down. And they just, this part of this movie, they just go through and do the ship and escape, I guess. I can't remember a whole lot that happened. I think in that one too, they had a helicopter in one scene that got hit by that tidal wave, and I'm like, that's super high up, and that's impossible. That didn't stop them from making it, you know. They had to make it so absurd and so, like, low budgeted, like, it's gonna bring people in just to watch it for fun. And that's the gimmick. They're not trying to, like, draw in a multi-million-dollar, like, franchise or a billion-dollar franchise to, like, well, multi-million-dollar, more like, it's kind of hard to get, like, $1 billion in the box office. Unless if it's like Avatar. I think Avatar made $1 billion. I don't know. Grand Theft Auto 5 did. Or more than $1 billion or something, whatever. Who's keeping track? We don't need another orbital. Really, we don't. Oh my word, okay. I'm gonna pop this and try to be a little extra careful here. Oh, we got Succubus, that's, or, yeah, I think it's Succubus or Incubus. No, it's Succubus. Oh yeah, we got that, okay. So we'll take that. Let's go back to our shop to see if there's anything there. We might just use the key to see what's in that chest, but oh yeah, that's right. So I think, as dangerous as it sounds, we might just have to explore the floors to see if we can find additional consumables. Maybe a secret room that might have some extra money. Ooh, man, you see that? Almost got me. I have this habit where I'm like dodging into stuff. I'm trying to remember what else was going on Titanic too. I mean, if I forgot most of it, I mean, it's pretty much, you know, set in stone. It's like, yeah, like, it wasn't that great to even be memorable, something like that. But it's, where would our secret room be? Could be back there somewhere. Could be. Can't be there. I'm just thinking here. Okay, it can't be there. That's what gets a little tricky here. So it might be here. Okay, I had a feeling. Okay, we got some health. Okay, it's a start. Now, as much as I want to take... Well, geez, this is tough, because we don't have much damage. More in the sense of speed and defense. Once we get hit, like, we got a buffer to, like, slow things down to an extent, so... Yeah, it's getting a little touchy right now. I'm trying to see what else bad films I've seen. Like, I know they made a bunch of, like, Tremor films. I think I've only seen the first 3 or something. And then they got a new one that came out, like, last year or something. And... yeah. I assume they're alright. I mean, I was kind of into the Tremors movies. There's something different. I didn't like. I mean, this might get controversial because it's like a recent movie, like Parasite. I didn't care for it too much. I get the message to an extent. It's just not for me. I like the cinematography, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, just not for me. I think it's one of those films you kind of like watch once and then not really touch it much after that. Trying to see what else I've seen that was just off the wall. I mean, I saw the Mr. Bean movie, the one from the 90s. It was okay, but I didn't like it too much. Then I watched that Coneheads movie, like last week, because I've heard about it when I was a kid, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch it to see like what I am in store for someone from the 90s, early 90s. Watched it. I guess they had some cultural things that some of them I don't remember that they try to reference to or make a joke out of. Some of it just like didn't really stick to me because it's like, yeah, just a different time, I guess. And what else I seen? I mean, another controversial thing, I guess, is I think I saw the second Hobbit movie or something. I didn't care for it. I prefer my Lord of the Rings, my original. Got going. With some health, that's nice. Oh, wait a minute. We got 2 incubuses? Oh yeah, that's right, we popped that. I had to think there for a second. It's like, how did I get the second one? Because like the first one I got from Cambion Conception, like, did I proc it again and got another one? That would have been kind of cool, but no. I seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon when it was in theaters. That's another one. I mean, it was okay, but what I did not like is the ending. And spoilers who wanted to see the film, you've been warned. Again, spoilers. Spoilers alert. We got spoilers alert. Okay. You good? Alright. So, I didn't like the ending because at the end, the main warrior, which is this woman, decided to just Sudoku off a waterfall. Sudoku, I mean, like, you know, suicide, you know. And cursed eye, huh? Like, no. Like, cursed no. I did a terrible placement with that, but it's fine. We're gonna ignore it. Yeah, like, maybe if I watched the film again, I might understand what was her thought process, but to me, it's like you defeated the witch, you defeated, like, the warlock or whatever the heck. You saved, like, I don't know, an empire? Or whatever the heck you're saving. But then it's like, oh, it's time for me to, like, say goodbye and jump off this huge waterfall and crash into it. I mean, it's your prerogative, I guess. Like, I ain't stopping you. I mean, I'm not saying that it's like I'm not saying that's practical advice to do that with someone that has this kind of, like, serious issues. I'm saying it more in the sense of, like, as a joke for, like, film, canon stuff. I'm not saying don't do that, because don't do that to somebody. That's like, you're a monster. Okay, so now we have run into a pickle here. So we can take the Whore of Babylon and get into a Whore of Babylon state, and that give us more speed and more damage. Or we take Rotten Baby, and I think we take this one, as much as I want the other one, because we need it. And I think we're just good to go for the next 4. It's still getting touchy, but and these topics are getting spicier with my, you know, films I've seen over the years that wasn't too great. I mean, another one too. So I seen Midsommar. I understand like what they're getting at with it and stuff. I get it, but like I just didn't like it too much with the elements in it, because obviously it's supposed to be psychotic with everything that's happening at once. But no, I just couldn't really get into it. Sorry, I'm just like concentrating here, trying to figure out what am I gonna do. I think I went a little too overboard with these devil deals and stuff. I'm taking too much damage, and we keep getting keys. I think we got Guppy's Tail. That, or if it's just cursing us with it, with this stuff. We're just gonna have to roll the dice here and get something out of here. Okay. Now, there's a red heart back here, I think. Okay, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Still touchy, but thank you. I mean, I know I've seen other bad films and stuff. I just can't think of any others. So why? You're probably wondering, like, what constitutes a bad film for you? It's like, well, something that's kind of low budget, the acting's kind of subpar. I can stand the lack of graphics to an extent, but if it's so comical to where it's like you got things set up to where it's like, like the ice asteroid thing. I know you're trying to like get some laughs out of that, trying to have a quick giggle, a quick laugh. For me, it's like whatever. And again, I'm not probably like your targeted audience or something, but for me, it's like I got standards, please. I mean, given like I'm the one choosing to watch these films, I'm not like being forced to watch them and then be like, yeah. I guess there were some exceptions with classes I was sort of kind of forced to watch them. So like when I was in high school, shortly after The Day After Tomorrow came out for, you know, for VHS and DVD and stuff, the school thought it was a smart idea to like play that movie like a lot for like months, because they believed like everything that's in it was true. And I'm not joking, because like they had some kind of like devious thing they were doing to like brainwash us with, you know, having a political slant to this kind of topic they were kind of touching on in the movie. Like, you know, the fuselages, you know, freezing like almost instantaneously in the air. And somehow like that's a thing on Earth that happens, which has never happened. And well, it's happened probably in the Ice Age, but I'm talking about like modern settings. I mean, the whole thing is complicated. The science and stuff is just like funky. So like other weather movies, they like, you know, Twister and stuff, they've done things to where it's not entirely accurate, and that's to be expected by Hollywood. It's fiction, is what it is. It's not meant to be taken face value. But that didn't stop my school from like believing that this is real. They probably think Power Rangers are real too. Goodbye. Oh no. This is gonna get touchy here. There we go. We need to go back and get a heart. I'm glad we got that red heart though. That room is just nasty too. Let's see. Since we got some bombs, we can at least try finagle a black card or something. We got death card, judgment card. Let's try a death card here. We might just use the judgment card in hopes that it's a whatever. A regular judgment to where we can like get extra hearts. I forgot what was in our shop here, so we'll go back. So yeah, like just stuff like that. It's just like, and people can easily be misinformed too. So there's that. Maybe they thought they were doing a good thing, but in actuality, they might have been complicating things a little bit. Black candle, huh? And since this is our last shot, no, it's not our last shot. Second to last shot. I think taking black candle, it's not only gonna give us like a black heart, but it's gonna just rid of any additional curses that come up from now on. And I don't want to deal with any more curses if I can help it. So we'll keep the judgment card until we find the right time to use it. Man, okay, well, we might be able to get some money out of this boss fight or something here. I would think. It's gonna be touchy here with our health. They're not too bad if we're careful, which we wasn't at that point, and we're fortunate that they're not like whatever. Oh my word, we did it, but we didn't. So I'm just gonna leave this run as for now because we've got pretty much a little over 30 minutes into it. I think we did what we could to an extent, but it's just like it got real touchy. Anyways, I'll just leave this video as is, I guess. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.